Hey guys, today on JD Cars, we'll be installing these Jeep Wrangler 4-door tubular side armor rock guard rock sliders on this 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport. So as you guys know, I've installed a number of EAG products on the Jeep Wrangler here, starting with this front EAG bumper, some EAG stubby metal fender flares, as well as these gorgeous EAG silver aluminum inner fenders. Yesterday I tackled the installation of the rear bumper. It was actually really easy. You can do it in an afternoon or less, as they say on the website. I've yet to install the oversized tire carrier because it hasn't come yet, but don't worry about that. That'll be coming in this week. Today we'll be tackling the installation of the EAG rocker guard rock sliders. These are some really heavy duty rock sliders, which are not only gonna protect our Jeep, but they're also gonna give it a very aggressive look. So they come in this huge box here, really well packaged. I'm gonna drag this thing down onto the ground. We'll open it up and see what we get in the box. Oh, jeez. So here they are, as you can see. They come fully bubble wrapped, really well protected. Let's get them out of the bubble wrap and take a look at them. So this is all we receive in the box here, are 2 rock sliders and some instructions. It's always a good thing when all you receive is the parts and the instructions. That means we're gonna be using entirely factory hardware, no cutting, no drilling, no additional hardware needed. So this rock slider installation should go very quickly here. These rock sliders fit all Jeep Wrangler Unlimiteds from 2007 to 2018. The tubing portion is constructed of 2" by 0.12" steel, and I believe the sheet steel is 5/32 inch steel. And these rock sliders are powder coated in a durable, UV resistant textured black finish. This textured black finish matches all the other EAG accessories on the vehicle, and I think it looks great, not to mention how durable it is. Each rock slider also has 12 2" holes cut out of it to reduce weight, and they are in fact tapered inwards to minimize the chance of anything getting caught on the holes. Now I always do try to tell you guys that a lift is by no means necessary for all of these EAG mods that I've done to the Jeep. However, I will back the Jeep in here and put it up on the lift, just so that I can better show you where the fasteners are and how I'll be attaching these rock sliders to the Jeep. So this install is arguably easier on the ground. I'm not sure if my lift arms are gonna get in the way of installing the rock sliders. We'll see here, but I do wanna give you the best angles possible. And I also wanna cover briefly, for those of you with factory running boards, you're gonna have 6 fasteners right here on the edge of the vehicle. You'll have to remove those, and then you'll have 3 larger fasteners in these holes here, right down the underside of the body here. Now the fasteners that we'll be utilizing for these rock sliders are located just on either side of the body mount bolts. I'll show you here on the front. We have these 2 bolts and nuts right here. We're gonna be removing these 16mm nuts on this body mount here, that one, and the far rear one as well. That's what these 2 holes here are for on the rock slider, and that's what this big cutout is for as well, so that it can slide right over that body mount shock absorber. So this is our driver's side rock slider right here. You can tell because it has the 2 mounts grouped in the back there. So I'm gonna lift this up and get it into place there. But first, let's remove those 16mm fasteners. Alright, so I just tried to put one nut on the rear and then lift up the front and put that nut on as well. But I'm finding that all 3 of these mounts have to slide on at the same time in order for them to line up properly. So yes, ideally you're gonna want 2 people to do this. I'm home alone right now. Neither of my brothers are home, and I'll just try to get it done by myself. Worst case, we'll call George over to give me a hand. Alright, probably like 20 minutes later here, finally got it. I used a rubber mallet to pound up the unbolted side. Basically, I just bolted up the front, pushed this up as hard as I could up against those bolts, then I just took the rubber mallet and hit right here underneath the rock slider and popped right on. So I'm gonna tighten down those 2 end screws and then reinstall the remaining 4 in the middle. And the driver's side is done. Look at how sweet that looks. Oh my gosh, solid rock sliders right here. And I'm really amazed. I knew from the photos that they offered a lot of protection, but this is crazy. They come up half an inch below the bottom of the door here, which is absolutely crazy. These are gonna provide us with a ton of protection on the trail, and look how sweet they look. So that really wasn't too bad. I'm gonna tackle the passenger side now off camera, pull this thing outside and get you some shots of these sweet new EAG rock sliders. Well guys, as you can see from those shots, these rock sliders from EAG look absolutely killer. Not only do they protect the Jeep from rocks such as these ones in situations where the Jeep is going back and forth and whatnot, but they look really good doing it. As I told you guys, this UV resistant, durable, textured black powder coat paint job matches all of the other EAG accessories on the vehicle, and I think it looks really good. I also really like how these EAG stubby metal fender flares meet up right here with the rock sliders. It looks really seamless, both in the front and in the rear here. And I also like that these rock sliders don't extend past this point here. In fact, the end of the tube here is recessed about 1.5 inches back. So if you do in fact have oversized tires, like I soon will in the future here, it's not gonna be an issue. You don't have to trim your rock sliders and repaint them. They're already recessed at the proper length for almost any size oversized tire. Also, these 12 holes on the side definitely look cool, but they also provide some functionality in making it much easier to clean inside the rock slider here. Overall, I'm super stoked and very satisfied with these rock sliders from EAG. The installation was a lot easier than I anticipated. It took me just about an hour to do both sides, and keep in mind I was filming that entire time. So you absolutely can bang this out in an hour or less at home with minimal hand tools. You just need a 16mm socket and you're good to go. So a huge thank you to Vicious Off-Road for making this video possible. Vicious Off-Road owns EAG, and they can offer you the best prices possible on all of these EAG accessories shown on the vehicle here. So if you're looking to spice up your Jeep, give it some armored protection and definitely enhance the look of it, be sure to go check out viciousoffroad.com. If you enjoyed this video, please go smash that like button, share it with a fellow Jeeper, and subscribe for more Jeep content if you've yet to do so. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time on JD Cars.